Hello, my name is Carlos Urban, and I'm here to talk to you about Google Search Console. So here on the left, you have my website, and on the right, you have a tool called Google Search Console. It's actually a very complete tool. It allows you to analyze and see what's wrong with your website. So this will be part of search engine optimization. As you can see, it says it helps you measure your site's traffic, performance, fix issues with your site on Google search results. So one of the things that you're going to need to do is you need to add your website. And this video is not to do that. If you need to add your website, there is some videos here at the bottom of this page. Okay. By the way, sometimes if you don't want to write all this down, you just Google, search console, and you will find it right away. So this is not intended to be a replacement to all of these videos. It's just a basic video to get you started. So my website, you can see it on the left, and this is the address, www.carlosurban.com. So I'm going to click Start Now, and this is the tool. So now I'm just going to open the whole tool so that we don't have. Okay. So the first thing you need to do, you see here on the top left, my website is already added. But if you did not have it added, what you do is here add property. And when you click add property, you put the domain, or you can do a URL prefix. I think I did the URL prefix. And then, it will just let you go from there. It has to verify that it's really your website. So if it's not your website, I'm afraid you may not be able to do it. So it needs to be your website. Or you need to have administrative rights to your website. So let me put my image over here so it doesn't bother. So basically what it does is basically doing, is continuously monitoring your website, okay? So one thing that you're going to see a lot, let's go through the different areas. So here is the overview, here is the performance of the website, but that's in terms of people going to the website. Now here you can put inspect URL, okay, URL inspection. So now you see so I clicked enter, so now it's indexing it. It's doing the inspection. Okay. URL is on Google. So basically what this is saying is that if Google can find this URL, so that's the most basic thing of your website. If people cannot find it in Google, then you have a problem. Page is index. So let's look. Index is a very important term, and there is another very important term which is crawling. So I'm going to give you the Google definition, and then I'm going to explain what it means. So basically, indexing means, so think of Google like, the old-fashioned libraries. Like the old-fashioned libraries, you used to have index cards, right? So that's the way you could find all these things. So this is in a way similar. Google analyzes text, images, video files on the page, stores the information in an index. So think of this like the index card, which is really a database, right? And then it serves the search results. So this is another term that you're going to hear. Serve means when you do a query, and I'm using right now the technical terms that are used. So when you search for something like I did here, then it's going to serve the results. So here, these results, okay, which are also called search engine result pages, is what is being served to you. So think of it as like, you order something from this index and the librarian went and brought you the book. So that's kind of what serving is. A page is indexed by Google is being visited by the crawler. Crawler is a Google bot that analyzes the content and meaning stored in the Google index. Okay, so this is the other term that you're going to hear, which is crawl. So basically, and a bot is like a robot, so it's not, obviously it's not somebody doing it. So basically, and this is a continuous process. And one of the most important things that Google does all the time is that since it's continuous, it returns information that is the most relevant, the most updated. Okay? So I'm not going to go into much detail here into the process of doing that, but at least now we know. So here we have a whole section of indexing. So if we go to indexing, we go to pages. Okay, so here's, look at this. So it says right here that it failed a validation. So so here we can see that my websites had some issues. And the great thing about it is that it allows you to fix them, okay? And you actually even get an email. So here you can put start a new validation, okay? And by the way, it tells you exactly where the issues are. So here I can see that it's in the private galleries. I'm not worried about it because they're private and it is asking for a password. So this is the reason why I cannot index this, because it's hidden. They're not supposed to see this. Okay. Now this one over here, that one I'm a little bit more worried because that one people are supposed to see. Okay. So let's see, video pages. So here's the video pages, but I don't have really that video pages. Site maps. Page experience doesn't have enough usage data, so that can happen. If you know, my website is like a portfolio. It's not really like to sell stuff, so it doesn't have as much. It doesn't have as much detail as if it were, for sales. For photography these days, most people will go to, to Instagram or other things. Okay, so what I wanted to show you, menu actions. So remember I was showing you, sorry, I had to go back to, I wanted to see what was wrong with this. And I forgot that I had here more menu options. So you see, when I clicked on this, you have inspect URL or test robot text for blocking. So you can do further inspection on that particular one. You see, so it gives you more information. Okay. So now what I'm doing is I'm checking my email because I know that it's sending me emails, and you can see validation flow progress, so I can click on that. Okay. So it started the validation, and then it gives me here some messages. Okay. So here in the messages where you can see if the fix has worked or failed. In this case it said that it failed, and you can keep on going. So basically what you have to do to fix the issues is you're going to get an email, okay? And you see here this particular email says fix page indexing issue. So you can click on it and it starts the trying to fix the issue, and it's doing it here automatically. So again, you don't have to be a very technical person. just to try to fix all the issues. And this is meant to be a basic video. So here is another email where it's telling me check your top pages on Google search, see which queries trigger your site, monitor errors in your pages. So you just have to pay attention to those emails. They're also here in the messages, okay? It's basically the same ones, but I find it easier to do it here. So I can click here, see top pages of your Google search, top queries, errors, and like I said before, it will send to you an email to try to fix that error. And that's the way that I found it easiest to do that. So basically, that's I didn't want to do this very long. So here you have web vitals, mobile usability. So this is very important. You want to make sure that it's good for for mobile. And if you want to get more advanced, then what I suggest is that you go back to the original page and then here you could go to overview, or actually you can go over here and then you can look at all the tutorials. So the tutorials, there is many of them, and this is more for people who do search optimization for a living. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the basics. So this is more like an introduction to what it is and how you can start using it. Once you start running into issues, then you can even report it to them and they can help you. So, or you can contact somebody who can go into your website, because what happens is it has to do with the structure of your website, and it has to do with the way things are laid out. So if you were the one who created the website, then you should be able to fix it. But if you were not the one who created the website, or if you're using in my case, I'm using a website with SmartMod. So this is the company that basically provides the template, so I can use the website. I could contact them, and tell them, look, I'm getting this indexing issues and it won't get fixed, so what can I do? So again, this is not necessarily going to fix everything, but at least it will identify the issues and it will fix some of them. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please, there is many videos on digital marketing tutorials for creating ads in social media like Instagram and Facebook, and how to create NFTs, and of course how to create ads, display ads in Google, and so on. So if you like these videos, please subscribe so you can watch the other videos.